me that sometimes the hardest part isn't even building, right? It's not creating the work. Sometimes it's finding the words for it. I find myself like I think I speak really well. I think I can communicate. I think I can, articulate. But sometimes my thinking and my like the way I see things and how far I will take a situation or how far I would take a thought, it doesn't resonate with certain people, or they don't understand it, or they'll blow it off like, man, that's cool, but you're doing too much. And today made me just sit back and say, I'm really building something. I've really done the work. I really gotten to the place where I'm at now because of the work. I've gotten to the place because of the expertise. But it always takes 3, 4, 5 years or months for somebody to finally say, "Oh man, I saw what you was doing. That makes perfect sense." And what's funny about that is, by the time they say, "Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense," I've already evolved it to version 2 or version 3, right? Like I think about like coming out of college, starting in entrepreneurship, not having a clue, and then starting to find my way to make things work. And then by the time I figured out how to get something to work, I'm operating in it, and now I'm iterating it to the next thing. And then somebody who I may have asked to come help or be a part of it or see the vision, they'll come back later and say, "Man, I just saw something, and now they on your team." And if you know me, that is very annoying because it's like, bro, I told you this already. Now I'm on something else. Now you got to try to like catch them up on what's happening now. And by that time, shit, I don't want to catch you up because it's like you should have caught on in the beginning, because now here we are. Now I gotta explain to you what we doing, where it came from, how we even got to this point. That's wasting time to me. So I realized that being a visionary or thinking outside the box or thinking second order, right? You're you're never going to get the people who thinking on service level to get it. So you gotta dumb it down a little bit. And operating in a level of like casting a bit of like a vision that's so far, you want people to say they get it right now. And today made me really realize that I'm always having to remind people, I told you this already. I told you this back when, I told you this then. And as frustrating as it is, I don't think that the vision is too big. I don't think that the people just don't get common sense. I think just finding the words is probably the hardest thing, because you're trying to put this big vision into words that you don't minimize your idea, but you don't confuse the audience. And you got to train yourself and train the way you speak and the way that you think and the way that you deliver it, so that people can, I mean, at least digest some of it. But they can say, "Oh yeah, that kind of makes sense." At least, and I hate this, at least when they compare you to something, at least you kind of can see their wheels turning, like, "Oh yeah, this is just like," And I hate that comparison stuff because everybody wants to be different, of course. But for me, it's like, if you say that, I'll say, "Nah, not that, but this." But it at least lets me know that you're trying to like put things together, no matter if you don't really get it. You're trying to like connect it to something that's familiar to you. And today was really one of those days where I really had to sit back and say, it ain't the vision, it ain't the idea, and it ain't the plan. It's the way you say it. It's how you say it. And for me, the crazy part is, I don't think that anybody's wrong. I just think the vernaculars are different. And I would ask you something that I, thought about myself. And I wonder about people, you know, have you ever delayed something because you couldn't explain it? Not because you couldn't build it, but because you just couldn't explain it, and you spent months and years trying to explain it.